Hello you guys, welcome back to another vlog, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Hannah and we are in for another busy week of business owning and baby prep and just whatever else we find ourselves getting into. We have kind of just like random odds and ends this week that we're gonna do, so I'm just going to bring you guys along as per usual. If you are not yet subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and let's just get right into it. Our first order of business today is weeding this vinyl. I kind of started on it last week and then I quit. So I think I had touched on this, but it's reflective vinyl and I don't actually have the correct blades for cutting it, but I didn't want to buy them for such a small project. And so I am now having to go through and just be careful not to rip the lettering, because the reflective vinyl is kind of a pain to work with. But luckily this is a pretty small project. If it was larger, I would have gotten the right blade sent to me, but it's not. So I'm just going to work on this. It might take me a little while. The first time I ever worked with the reflective vinyl, I had no clue what it was like. It was a huge project of like pinstripes, this whole pickup we did with this reflective vinyl. And it took me so long to weed all of the vinyl and get it ready. I didn't actually know at the time that you needed a different blade. And I had cut all of the vinyl and I wasn't gonna waste it all. And it was a nightmare. Time-wise, I definitely did not make money on that project, but it turned out very well. So I guess that was all that mattered. But you would think I would have learned from my mistake and ordered those blades so I had them, but here we are. So I'm just going to buckle down and get this done, and then we're going to move on to a few things like fulfilling some orders and some embroidery for the day. This, I got the transfer tape on and everything, so that is all ready to go. I will have one more piece to cut for this project. They put like a big number, like last one I think we did was like G7, and it goes on the hood of the pickup, and they don't know what number the truck is going to be yet, so I'll have to cut that still, but that will be easy. And we will plan to get this project done before baby boy arrives, which will be great. I also have some other vinyl to cut today, which I'm going to do shortly. However, I wanted to run down and check the mail. But before I do that, I'd like to get my orders ready to go and take them down to the mail to send them out. So I'm going to quickly pull the orders and I'll show you what we've got headed out the door. All right, we have 3 different orders headed. Did I just do 2 and say 3? We have 3 different orders headed out the door. And they are going, let's see, I haven't even really looked where they're going. One of them is headed up to Haver. She got one of these doormats. Let me get the one I have unrolled so I can show you what it looks like. I just love these. It says, "This is our happy place, so go away." So that is headed just up the road, actually. Not very far from here in Montana. Then we have another one. Oh, this one's even headed even closer up the road in Montana. She got this rustic floral Swedish dishcloth set. It has this and this pattern on it. And then she also got a doormat. And then our last one is headed to Ginger in Oklahoma, who has placed several orders with me, which is amazing. She got this is my cowboy hat. I just adore these. I do think I am going to have to break down and keep one of these myself, even though I desperately do not need another hat. But I think I need this hat. And then she also got this watercolor floral baby blanket. So this, I talked about this one in my last vlog, but I just love this pattern. I can't remember if I got this one. I think this is a pattern of fabric I got from Hobby Lobby. So I might have to see if I can get more of it because this is the last one and I know it's going to be a popular pattern. I mean, like, I know it would keep selling because I've already sold both of them that I have. So I'm going to look into that. I don't think it was a Joanne fabric. Please God, because if it is, that's so sad. So I'm going to get, actually before I pack these up, I have been really bad at making reels for my social media. I think I will quickly record a reel just showing what orders are headed out the door so that I have something to post on Instagram that's different than just a picture. So I'll do that quickly, get them packaged up, and head down to the mail. Okay, I sat down and did a little bit of computer work. I had some emails to answer and estimates to get done, so I got those checked off the list. I also have one little thing of vinyl that I need to cut, and I'm planning to take it up with me to Chinook this weekend when I go up for my baby shower, and I can install it then. It's kind of a weird thing. Last year I had printed this big decal for a sponsor sign and we like installed it and everything. They hung it up and none of us realized that some of the letters were missing on the sign. It was like when they printed it, it didn't fully load the design. I don't know, it was very strange. Luckily the sign is just white with black lettering, so I can actually just cut vinyl in black lettering and install it on the sign. Like, we don't need to redo it by any means. So it's like, this is what I have to cut and weed. So that will be very quick. Then I also just got an order from somebody that she had asked me a while ago about an estimate. It's for a school. I can actually show you that as well. For Geraldine's school, which is not too far away from here. It's about 45-ish minutes, and the booster club is ordering shirts for the whole school. So this is what we landed on for a design, if you can see that. They pretty much designed it and I just did a few tweaks for them, but she just sent me all of the sizes that they need. So I'm gonna go through and get these ordered because I actually have a few other things in my cart from one of my wholesalers that I've been waiting to order until I had a few other things so I could take advantage of free shipping. So I'm gonna get that done right now. And then I think I'll also sit down and get the transfers ordered as well, because she was very gracious to get me the stuff as soon as possible so that it would be for sure done before baby comes. So that is great. Then we're gonna move on to embroidering. I got this all ready to go. Hopefully I have a brain and remember to take it with me this weekend. I actually need to start a pile of stuff because I also have a big box of hats I need to be taking with me for somebody's bowl sale that is next week. And if I took it with, they don't have to pay shipping, so that's a win. Now I need to do some embroidery. I had started on this embroidery last week, but then the wind was crazy and I quit. But I have one more thing to do with this logo on it, and then there's, I don't know, 4 or 5 more items that have different logos on them, and then we also have to put the name on quite a few of the sleeves. So it shouldn't take too long. I just need to make sure that I pay attention and get all of the right logos on the right items, because they all kind of have different things and they all have different names as well. I had a few interruptions the rest of the day, so I did not get all of my embroidery done, which I wish that I would have, but that is a-okay. Actually, I didn't think I was gonna get the hats done, but it would have been nice to get the Tillman stuff done. But not a problem at all. I did a few more with the You Win with Tillman logo, and then I've been working on this logo as well. And then they also have the names on the sleeves, like I was saying. So things are coming along nicely with those. I'll just finish them up in the morning, and then Kinsey can do the cleanup work on them. I also am loving how these hats are turning out. We did some vinyl for this guy last week or a couple of weeks ago, and then he also wanted some hats. So this is the first time I'm doing this design for him, and I think it's turning out great. And I also had one major win. I had a gal come in, well, two gals came in, and the one lady had gotten some vinyl and she was paying me, and her sister-in-law came with her. And I got a couple of things sold, like a little spa kit, 2 little spa kits that I have not been able to get off of my shelves. And I don't know why, because they're great little gift items. She got one for each of them to do together, which I thought was so cute. But I am so glad to have those all gone. Like I said, I actually am shocked by how long and how hard it was to get them sold, but such a win to get them sold. I honestly was about ready to give up on them, so that was a big win, and she got a few other things too, so that was a great sale for the day. But it is time to go home now. It's actually past time to go home. I need to run down to the grocery store and get some stuff for dinner. We are taking the lazy route tonight and having frozen pizza, but I am proud of us. We have been very on our game for dinner lately, so just getting things thought out and having something like a real meal every night. So that has been a major win, so I don't feel one bit guilty having some frozen pizza. And I am gonna go home. After that, Ger and I will go on our walk. Not a very long walk, because we went on a pretty long walk over lunch with my friend Kayla. We did a couple of miles, so, and just on like flat ground, but it's kind of a little strenuous on an 8-month pregnant gal. not in a bad way, like it feels really good to go out there, but I don't feel like I need another long walk for the day. So anyways, I'm going to quit rambling on. We're gonna work on some crocheting tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. We are jumping right back in where we left off yesterday. I have answered a few emails and such this morning, and I'm about to fire up my embroidery machines, but I just popped down to the post office and I'm so excited about this package from Poppy and Lou. She messaged me on Instagram and asked about sending me a I think it's a sweatshirt and something matching for little man, so I'm so excited. I love her logo. I told her to surprise me. I asked for a crew neck. I think that's what I asked for. And I said surprise me on color, so we will see. But it is from Poppy and Lou, so be sure to check her out. I will also link her in the description. Let's see. Okay, this is so cute. She says, thanks for being our co-worker through YouTube. That is literally how I feel about you guys. Like, if you didn't know it, you are my co-workers. Okay, and she has the world's cutest cards. Obsessed. Oh my gosh. And these stickers are adorable. We've got a lot of stickers. These are cute. Okay, we have Social Butterfly. Dog Walking Club. Dog people are the best people. Come on, camera. Hello. We've got this cutie little one. Every day is a dog day. And Dog Appreciation Society. These are so cute. Love, love, love. Oh my gosh. Here is a little onesie for our little guy. Obsessed. That is so cute. Little does he know, he is in for a lot of dog walks. Ooh, I love this color. This is so cute. Oh, and I love her hang tags. All the branding is perfect. I love it all. I asked for a large, so it's a little bit oversized because who doesn't want an oversized dog walking sweatshirt? I am obsessed. This is so cute. Actually, I literally might wear this sweatshirt on a dog walk with Kayla over lunch because it's a little bit chilly outside and I did not dress accordingly for the dog walk. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All of this stuff is so cute. Like I said, Poppy and Lou, and I will be sure to link her website down below because she has, I was like looking at the website when she messaged me, and she has a ton of super cute stuff. So thank you. Now I am gonna go fire up the embroidery machines and hopefully get all of that stuff done and ready for Kinsey to do the finishing work on when she's here this afternoon. One more thing before I fire up the embroidery machines, I forgot that I have an order to fulfill as well. She got one of the rugs. Everybody's loving these. I actually only have one left, so that is amazing. She also got one of these glass tumblers that says it's a good day for a good day. And then lastly, she got this Hello Sunshine bath soak. So that is a great little order. I'll get it packaged up and out in the mail. Last night I finished up also the last two of my pumpkin pillows. It feels so funny showing you guys these literally in March, but if I'm gonna be talking about the stockpile all the time, I have to keep you up to date on the stockpile. So last night I finished two of the orange pumpkin pillows. So I've got 3 of those made up, and then I also, let's see, I already showed you guys these. I've got these ones and these ones made up as well. So I think I'm trying to decide if I'm going to get pictures, like set up a little photo area and get pictures of them, or just wait until all the flowers are around town, because the flowers are a fantastic backdrop for the fall things, because they're like reds and orange and purple. So I might do that, we'll just see. But I am feeling so good about my fall stockpile. I have got to remember to show you guys the little pumpkins that I'm working on. I need to, hopefully this week I will get them finished up, because I don't want them to just keep sitting there undone, because they are so close to done. So I don't want them to be one of those things that just sits and sits and sits, and then it's like, oh, could have had those done a long time ago, but just didn't. So this week, that will be our project. By this weekend, they will be done. I gotta get my rocks collected for my weights in the bottom of them. And then once I have those, it should be pretty quick to get them finished up. I have had the world's most productive afternoon. It has not been the most vlog-worthy afternoon, but Kayla and I went on a very nice walk, and I am sporting my new sweatshirt. I absolutely love it. It is perfect for pregnancy, and then it will be perfect for after pregnancy as well. So if you see me in this again tomorrow, just like pretend that I'm not wearing the same thing 2 days in a row. And I had a pretty long list of computer things to do, just kind of different odds and ends for people. Some of them I had been kind of putting off because they were kind of pain in the butt projects. Some of them I just like got yesterday or today that needed to be done, but I had a pretty long list and I got all but a couple of things crossed off. And the couple of things that I have left are not really like super serious things, just like more things for me to do, like ordering some more thank you cards for my orders with like the 10% off code if you order again. I need to get more of those. One thing that I did do that I just made up as a list item for myself, I don't know why I was thinking this, but I have created a little bargain table on the website of things that are 30% off. I'll link it below. There's some really, really cute items on there, but just things that I kind of would like to move along. Maybe there's only one thing of them left, or they are just not selling as well as I thought they would, but they're all very cute. Even the things that aren't selling like I thought they would, like it's stuff that I'm surprised it's not selling because it's really cute, you know what I mean? But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you get things in the door that you look at and you think, oh, I hope this sells okay, and it will fly off the shelf. And sometimes you get things in that you're like, wow, this is gonna be a popular item, and then it just sits there for a while. So I'm doing just like a little bit of spring cleaning of the shelves, if you will. So all those items are 30% off. Like I said, I'll link it below in case you want to check it out. I need to also make some posts about that on my social media. I got all of the embroidery stuff done that I was working on, and Kinsey did the cleanup work on that. And then she also priced all of the new merchandise. And I am planning to get that stuff all put out tomorrow. I have time, I could get it done today, but I kind of want to do more of a full rearrange of things, and I don't know, it's just looking a little disheveled in here, as it does after people come in and move things around and buy things and whatever. That's just the way it goes. So that is the update for the day. Like I said, none of it was very vlog worthy, but hopefully we have a few more exciting things happening this week that are vlog worthy. I am going to head home tonight. Let's see, I could collect my pumpkin rocks tonight. All of a sudden the wind came up, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not super cold. So maybe when Gur and I are walking, I'm kind of game for a little bit of a slower paced walk anyways, after Kayla and I went on our longer walk over lunch. So maybe I will collect my pumpkin rocks. And then I've also started it felt really weird saying I'm working on fall things, so it feels extremely, like, almost criminal to tell you that I started on a pillow that says "Let it snow." But I finished the front of that this morning, so I'll probably work on the back of it tonight. But I am thoroughly enjoying getting things pre-made. I also was laughing to my mom. I'm like, I've never been this organized in my entire life, but this is also the first year I'm not working at the law office while also trying to run my graphics business and crocheting on top of that. So at this very moment, until I have a baby, I have way more time on my hands than I did all of the previous years. So that is, I guess it's good that I'm taking advantage of that while I can. So that is my update, and I'm gonna quit babbling on and hit the road home. Good morning, you guys. As promised, here I am in the exact same outfit as yesterday. But let me just tell you how nice it was this morning to not have to give one single thought into what I was wearing. I had just already decided I was wearing the same thing. So that was a win. I kind of felt like, okay, we've definitely had this conversation before. Who's the guy that always wore black? Was it Steve Jobs? I don't know, but so that he didn't have to decide what to wear every day, he was definitely onto something. But I have been very productive this morning. It's actually already 11:15, and I've been doing a ton of computer stuff. We had a couple of websites that I got kind of finished up and going back and forth with people on setting up their trainings for them to teach them how to make the edits themselves. And I also had some new orders, fairly good sized orders, come in for like shirt printing and embroidering. And I'm waiting for some clarification on one of them, but all things that will be really good to get done before baby comes. And I also was doing some admin stuff, like preparing for baby to come, as far as like monthly payments and stuff, just like automating some stuff. So I got all of that squared away. I was gonna put some new merchandise out on the shelves this morning, the new merchandise I've showed you. However, I decided I'm gonna have Kinsey do some serious dusting while she's here today, so it doesn't make sense for me to add more things to the shelves before she has to take the stuff off the shelves to dust. So in the meantime, I've decided I'm going to work on my pumpkins and try to get those finished up, because that would be amazing to have them crossed off the list. I did not end up getting my rocks collected last night, so Ger and I are gonna head outside here shortly and do that. But these are the pumpkins that I have been talking about. I also have made them in a light blue color. I already have those ones done, however, they're like leftover from last year. So I just made orange and white. I think they are so cute. And then, like I said, I will stuff them with polyfill, and I put a weight in the bottom of them so they sit up on their own, and they are just seriously adorable. So cute for like a TV area or your office desk or just anywhere that needs a little pop of fall. These are the things. So, and they're also like a great little just because gift for a friend or something. Just, I don't know, I just love them. So I'm going to head outside. We're going to collect our rocks, and then we will just get cracking. Once I sit down and get started on them, it really doesn't take me that long to get them finished, so that is a plus. I got the first one done. 1 down, 9 to go. Here's what they look like, and like I said, it just stands up on its own. I think they are so cute. I'm hoping I can get maybe them all done and then tag, or Kinsey can tag and price them while she's here today, just so they're done. And we can pack everything away. Unless I get a wild hair to take pictures, I still haven't decided on that part. Okay, success. Kinsey got all of them priced and labeled after I got them done, so I can get them packed away. I'm thrilled. I do have to apologize because I feel like this is not the most exciting week for bringing you guys along, but you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Not every week can be exciting. This is just real life. So I am thrilled to have those pumpkins done. I think I've decided I'm going to just pack away all of the fall, and it will be a problem for future me to take pictures of everything. And like I said, the pictures are always better, I think, when they're outside and with the flowers and everything. So I think that will be my plan. Just having the stuff made is like a huge win. While Kinsey was here, she did all of the dusting, which was phenomenal. She also cleaned up and dusted like my embroidery machines and stuff, which is a huge help, and kind of did a little bit of organizing. I am so grateful for that help, because it's just like stuff that needs to be done, but not stuff that I need to be spending my time on. And so while she was doing that, I was answering some emails. I had some domain transfers I needed to do for people's websites. I've had quite a few people reach out just today for like estimates on hats. Some people got back to me immediately, and I got all the blanks ordered. I have quite a few, like three or four fairly large shirt orders coming down the pipe, which is exciting, and also going to be very busy. The next few weeks are going to be extremely busy, which is incredible. I'm not complaining about that one bit, and I also feel like I'm kind of in crunch time. Like, I'm glad people are getting back to me immediately so that we can get all of this stuff squared away before little man comes. And like, I'm feeling good. I also am hoping to hear back from a gal. If you watched a few vlogs back, I was showing you these floral decals that I'm hoping to do on the flower shop up in Havre. And if all goes to plan, we can get those done next week when I'm up there for my baby shower, which would be incredible to have that project crossed off the list. Now, she is running like a gajillion different places at the same time, so if she doesn't get back to me with the double checking of the measurements and stuff, that is no problem at all. Like, I completely understand, but it would be nice to get it done. If not, that's okay. It'll give me another reason to go up that direction anyways. So that is kind of the update for the day. I feel so glad to have those pumpkins done. And then I wasn't planning on crocheting for the rest of the day. However, I realized that this bag that has been sitting in the background of all of these videos lately is full of the start of a cow. And so today, since I was already crocheting, I thought I'm just gonna work on the cow. It is a bit of a bummer because I thought I was a lot further along with the cow than I really am, but it is just a black Angus, so that is definitely the fastest cow to make because there's no like spots or dots or color changes. It's just all black. But I only had the body and the ears and the arms done. So right now I'm working on the head, and maybe I'll get it done tonight. Maybe I'll take that home as my project. We will just see. I've been enjoying working on pillows at home, so maybe the cow will be a tomorrow project, even though it doesn't really need to be done. It would just be nice to have it done. So we'll see. But I'm just going to keep crocheting for the rest of the day, and then I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe on Friday. I'm hoping on Friday some different things show up that we can start printing on, which would be incredible. So we'll see, but we have a lot of things coming down the pipe. Can't say as I expected to wake up to this, but it sure is pretty. What do you think? You like a snow? Occurred to me while I was taking that clip that it's my fault that it's snowy because I'm working on my Let It Snow pillows. I just finished one last night and then I started this one. They're turning out very cute, but my bad guys, my bad. But it is a very pretty snow, and I would bet by noon today it will be gone. So the moisture is great, but I was shocked in the middle of the night to wake up. I woke up to go to the bathroom and I looked out and I thought it was really foggy, and it was foggy, but I like looked at the I looked out at the like sky and I'm like, oh, it's white, and I'm like, everything's white, the ground is white. It was extremely disorienting. I had no clue we were supposed to get that. So like I said, no big deal, but it is my fault. I didn't know I was so powerful. Good morning, friends. It is a new day. Kind of yesterday, you know, sometimes you have those days where being an adult just like hits you like a freight train, and then the train like backs up and runs you over again. That's sort of how yesterday felt. So I did not do any vlogging after I was blissfully crocheting and talking to you about the snow. I think I had like one clip after that maybe, but it won't even make sense since I didn't do anything else the rest of the day. But today is a new day and it is what it is and all is well. So I am working on some vinyl this morning because we did get the okay for the floral designs on the flower shop up in Havre, so I'm very excited about that. I am hoping that the weather cooperates. I would love to try to get the vinyl done on Monday. However, it kind of looks like it wants to rain that day. And the vinyl does go on the outside of the windows. So we will see what happens there. Maybe I can squeeze trying to get some done on Saturday and Sunday. I'm not really sure if that will work, but we will see. So if it doesn't get done, it's not the end of the world. And she even said, like, because it was so last minute getting the things to her, or for her okaying it, that if it was not done, it wasn't a big deal. But just for my end of things, I would love to have it done. So we will see. But I got everything cut yesterday, and Kinsey weeded everything. So everything is ready for transfer tape. This is one of the smaller ones. I think it's going to turn out so cute. I had to recut one piece, luckily just a very small piece, this one, because I had accidentally cut the logo incorrectly, and also they decided to change one of their hours. But I am going to get the transfer tape on this morning so that all of this stuff is done and ready to go. And then we will just let Mother Nature decide whether or not the project gets done. I got all of the vinyl ready to go for tomorrow. I have a little pile of stuff I need to remember to put in my car because I could really see myself just like zooming out of town without any of the stuff, which would be terrible. We're not even putting that out in the world. By the end of the day, I'll put all this stuff in the car. Now, I still haven't put out this merchandise that we got last week at some point, so it's all priced and ready to be put out, and I'm going to quickly do that now just so it's not just all sitting around. One thing I did get accomplished yesterday was finishing this black baldy cow that I was telling you guys about. So that was a win, and I was able to put away the tote bag that's been laying around with a half-made cow for 5 years. So I'm just going to quickly put out the merchandise. I was originally going to like kind of rearrange a whole bunch of stuff, but I have more stuff that's coming. I think maybe next week, or I think next week it's coming. And so I'm gonna wait for that stuff to get here until, and then I'll do like a revamp then. So here we go. We are moving and grooving through our, well, I don't even have a list today. I'm just getting random odds and ends done. But I have a little bit of embroidery to do. I have 8 more of these curb appeal hats to make because I only had 12 on hand and he wanted 20 of them. So I am going to make those quickly. They work up very fast, so that is good. And this one gal ordered 2 of these. She just sent me these from, I think she ordered them off of Amazon. They're like little baby hoodie onesie things. They're very cute. And she wanted their family business logo put on them. So I'm going to get those done as well. And then yesterday, UPS, all this stuff came with UPS yesterday. I have some big boxes that I know, actually I think I know what everything is there. It's a bunch of t-shirts. Some are t-shirts for my mom's ice cream shop, and the other ones I believe, why can't I get this open? The other ones I believe are for the Geraldine school. And all the transfers are supposed to be getting delivered this afternoon, I think, hopefully, because I am going to be seeing my mom this weekend, and I would like to be able to give her her shirts because the ice cream shop is getting ready to open here in a few weeks, I think. So I will, and it would be nice not to have to ship them to her. So hopefully those get here later and we will print those, and I probably won't get started on the Geraldine shirts today. I'll have Kinsey like cut all of the transfers apart and everything, but we will just make sure that they all look good and ready to go. So also have some hat blanks that I think I will post on my Instagram, just like alerting people that I have certain colors in case they're interested, and see where the day takes us from there. Taking a brief pause in production for lunch. I haven't really had much for cravings this pregnancy, except for like pretty early, like in the middle of my first trimester, every single day at like 10:30, I would want a hot dog. But that went away fairly quickly, and I haven't really had much for cravings since. But the way that I woke up this morning, and I could not wait to order a cheeseburger for lunch. I've been dreaming about this all day. So I'm gonna sit down and eat my burger, and then we'll get back to work. Great news. The cheeseburger was everything I dreamed of it to be. And these shirts also turned out so cute. We did this logo on one of them and this logo on the other one. So I'm going to get them packaged up and out in the mail. That was quick and simple to cross off the list. I'm going to finish those hats, and then I think I'll just do a little bit of computer work until UPS shows up with the transfers that I need for the shirts. Would you like a treat? Would you? We'll give you a good big treat since it's Friday. Oh, that's a good kid. I have finished those hats and the other embroidery that I needed to do for the day, and then I answered a few emails and whatnot. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had gotten a response from somebody that I've been waiting for, but I did not. But that's all right. So I am just going to sit and crochet until UPS shows up. I hope he shows up soon. It's 2:30 right now. He might not be here for another hour and a half or 2 hours. It's a possibility. But when he does get here, we will print those shirts for the creamery. Luckily, I think there's only 15 shirts. So it won't take us very long to get them done, but like I said, I do want to have them done before I see my mom this weekend. So that is what we are doing. I'm going to give you a little bit of whiplash with of course, I guess I did already show you a Let It Snow pillow that I'm working on, but now I'm working on a Christmas wreath pillow. And you guys probably seriously think I'm losing my mind, but it is making me feel very good to be getting so much of these pillows done. I got, as you saw at the beginning of the vlog, I got all of the fall stuff done that I wanted to, so I've kind of moved on to Christmas. And there's no way I'll get it all done, but I will have a great head start on it, and I can just keep working on things slowly as the year progresses. But I'm feeling so good to have so much stuff done and kind of just stashed away. So I made these 2 years ago, and then I didn't make them last year because I kind of just ran out of time. but they were very popular and so cute, and I actually do think I want to keep one for myself too because I loved them that much. So I wanted to make sure this was high on the priority list of things to get made. And so that is what we are doing right now. UPS just showed up and dropped off the stuff. I haven't opened it all yet, but I'm positive that it's the stuff that I'm needing. However, before I do that, I am going to quickly put together some little thank you gifties for the gals that are putting on my baby showers. Just as a little thank you, because I'm very grateful that they're doing anything at all. So I just grabbed a couple of things from my shop. And I need to remember to take these off my inventory. I'm glad I just thought of that because that could have been a mess. But the gals up in Chinook, I'm going to give them each a candle and a little lotion and lip balm combination. And then the gals down here in Stanford, I'm gonna give them a bath soak and then one of these little floral soaps that my mom has made. So I'm going to wrap them up in little cellophane things. It's nothing much, but a little something. And after I get those wrapped up and taken off the inventory, we will get back to real work. Well, they don't look very baby boy, but they are very cute, so it's gonna have to work. I only had pink tissue paper. I need to write some little notes to go with those, but I would like to first get these shirts done just so they are done, because they seem like a little bit more of a daunting thing to do than writing nice notes to my friends. So this is random, but last time I bought, also, can you guys notice that I literally, like, I cannot find my words when I'm trying to speak. I just feel so stupid. But what I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, last time I bought trash bags, I accidentally bought the scented kind, which just irritates the crap out of me. They smell disgusting, first of all, and I don't think they help. If anything, they just give me a headache. Here is the design that we are doing on the t-shirts for the Creamery in Chinook. This is where I worked in high school. Best job ever. I wish the Creamery was here in Stanford. I'm not joking you. I would work there like just a few hours a week just for tips. I miss having a job where you get tips. That was the best. And let me just tell you, I mean, I feel like I appreciated the job when I worked there, but it was still like a job in high school, you know, and I had it easy. My mom was the boss, so like she kind of knew like the days that I needed off. She knew. It's not like I had to ask my boss for days off for family vacation because, spoiler alert, my boss was also going on the family vacation and she wanted me to be there. So that was easy. And yeah, those were the good old days, let me tell you. Now the one stupid thing is that I do know I have others of these transfers. I had some extra from our last order. Do I remember where I put them? That will irritate me beyond belief if I cannot find them. That would be the worst ever. Let me go looking. I also need to get the t-shirts out. Good news, I found them immediately, so I'm not losing my brains that badly. So we're doing this design on this color and this color. So I think they will be very pretty. They shouldn't take me too long to get done. So let's just get right to it. Gorgeous, love it. One down, all the rest to go. Everything is printing really well. I just started on the purple ones and they are gorgeous. I love these. So I just have a few more to finish up and this project is done and dusted. My productivity got derailed a little bit because my landlord stopped in and she was asking me all about the baby and she couldn't make it to the shower tomorrow and she was feeling bad about that, and she was asking, I don't know, we were talking for a while, so that kind of derailed me. But I got all those shirts printed and I still would like to sit down and write my little notes to go with these little thank you gifts, so I'm gonna do that quickly. She also dropped off this. We designed in a few vlogs back, I was showing you guys, and they have another company in town print these for them, and I think they turned out great. The design turned out amazing, I think. I'm gonna get that hung up in the window. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog off here for the week. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed just a regular week. Feels like it was kind of, the week went really fast, but it also felt like it drug on a little bit, so I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you again next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.